What's up, and welcome to another episode, Master Moats Film Session. And today, we got to talk about MyCole Pruitt, the new tight end we just signed in free agency, obviously coming over from Atlanta, where he spent time with Arthur Smith there, and then obviously down in Tennessee with the Titans, where he was also under Arthur Smith, man. So, on the front end, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel. Now, what I'm going to do in terms of the breakdown today, we're going to start it off, man, just showing a couple of plays of him blocking, right? Whether it's him at the point of attack, him having to, be off ball and things like that, different body types, just so we can get a little bit familiar with what he brings in that space. But then after that, man, I want to show some plays of him catching some explosive catches, man. Anything, 10, 15 plus. I think that is important. And all of this is from this past season as well, man. So, like I said, man, we're going to dive into this thing. So without further ado, here we go. All right, so this first play we're going to get from MyCole Pruitt just shows him off-ball alignment, and he's going to be doing what we call a wham block. All right, so play it in full speed. Then after that, we'll break it down like how we always do. Alrighty. So, in terms of the wham block, all they're trying to do is influence this guy. They want to catch him off guard. All right, so usually you'll leave him unblocked. As you see, they do the zone concept here, and you allow him to feel like, he can get upfield and be a massive penetrator, which is good if, this guy is a disruptor, right? And typically when you're facing defenses or 4-3 defenses, typically your 3 technique, which this guy is, that's usually the guy that is the most disruptive of the group. So for MyCole, his job is to meet force with force right here, right? So catch this guy kind of off guard, but make sure that he's not able to fight across his face to potentially condense the running lane for the running back right here, all right? So let's get it a little bit further. All right, so as we can see, 94 does a good job of once he realizes he's the free man and he's about to get wham block, stopping, eyes outside, hands outside, get ready to protect yourself, man. A lot of young players do not understand that concept. They keep running through, and this guy ear holes them. It's beautiful to see if you're, the guy doing the ear holing. It's not so cool when you're the receiving end of it, all right? But for MyCole right here, he has leverage, okay? Because like we said, by design, he has to seal that now so that ball can hit front side, okay? So as we continue it on, you see him right here, good body position, good knee bend, hot feet, hands, I like it. Keeping his feet moving. Now this is a big man, so you see 94 still fighting across at the end of that to cross his face, but what I love is the finish, man. In terms of just not allowing 94 to ever feel like he was going to win that particular rep, man. Get it back a little bit. Let me pause it real quick. But yeah, right here. 94 is trying to fight this hard, man. If 94 can cross face right here, he's going to tackle the running back, right? But even though his helmet is not on the same side as you, or not on the correct side, right? Because you wanted to be on this side right here. And initially it was, but like I said, 94, he's not going to just sit there and allow you to block him. This is the NFL, man. He's trying to get off of that block and make a play. I like the fact that he stays engaged, though. You see 2 hands, feet moving. Still driving his feet, still driving his feet, still driving his feet, still driving his feet. Those are the little things that you want to see, man. I like that right there. Good rep by him on this first play, though, all right? All right, so now we're going to get a chance to see MyCole Pruitt at the point of attack, drive, blocking versus a 4-3 DN. And I thought it was a pretty impressive play, man. I also like to see his mindset and just the way that he plays, man. Some guys just have a certain level of intensity, and I think that on this play, you kind of get a chance to see who MyCole truly is, all right? Boom, boom, and shout out to Bijan. Word DK, we got Bijan, we got Bijan. But anywho, stay focused. But watch him, get off me, stop playing with me. Yeah, baby. Like I said, I like his game, man. Like how he plays it. So, start this thing off, man. Initially, his work is as a 9 technique, right? So different ask in terms of what his assignment would be. So with this guy being outside initially, it's more kick out, okay? But as we saw when we first started playing the play, he doesn't stay as a 9 technique. He's going to stem inside to a 7 technique now, okay? And all we mean by 7 technique is, let me try to rewind that back just a little bit for you. Okay, so the 7 technique is this right here, man. Inside shade of the tight end, man. In terms of lining up off of his inside eye, that's all you're thinking, man. Head up, 6 technique, slightly inside, 7 technique, slightly outside, 9 technique. Those are, like I said, the alignments of it from this D lineman standpoint. And for MyCole now, with him bumping inside to this here 7 technique, like we just said, now his job is going to be to dig him out, okay? And what I mean by dig him out is he has to keep this guy out of this C gap, okay? So it's A gap, that's the B gap, that's his C gap right here, okay? So as the play starts, I love this because when you saw him make contact, you noticed who was delivering the blow. 85. You saw the guy from New Orleans helmet jerk back, and then you see him throw his body into the other guys, right? Then from there, I just love how this dude does not give up. He's just still going. He's like, yo, I ain't done with you yet. Come here. Come talk to me real quick. Then as soon as 96 decides that he wants to engage back, now you get psycho. He's like, nah, don't you touch me. Ew. That's the one. I'm just like, whew. I don't know who pissed in your cornflakes, but man. But the funny thing is, though, man, that shows up a lot on his tape. Not to the extent that you're worried about him getting flagged, but in terms of his intensity, he blocks like he is pissed off. He blocks like he is trying to, make sure that you don't even touch his ball carrier, man. But watch him. Hot feet always. Good base between his feet, so that way he doesn't get too top heavy or get out of balance. Strong hands. And like I said, intensity. It's the mindset with this dude, though, man. It's a mindset. All right, so on this play, we're going to get a chance to see MyCole just having to block in space. So we obviously saw that wham block to start it off. Then we saw the drive block to just kind of get the different alignments for him. But like I said, on this play, now he's going to have to block somebody that's off ball in space. So let's play this thing in full speed like how we always do. Then after that, we're going to break it down. Climb up to that second level. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I see you, baby. I see you. All right. So in terms of the call, man, for the Falcons, man, they're just running outside zone or outside toss play, outside zone, man. So you pull it. Oh, there we go. Pulling front side, backside guard. And then for MyCole, his job is to climb up on that front side linebacker and ultimately seal him. And then Bijan, and go ahead, be you, Bijan, be you. But nobody covering up MyCole on this play, so it's a little bit different for him, right? Doesn't have to deal with the initial alignment of, okay, is my guy a 9 technique? Is he a 9? Is he a 7? Or is he a 9? Is he a 6? Or is he a 7? Don't have to deal with that per se, right? But 53 is more athletic. So just a different ask. So from here, as the play starts out, good thing for him is 53's eyes are still on his hole right here, right on his gap. So that allows MyCole the ability to kind of climb up and get in position. And I like that subtle thing that you just saw him do right there. He climbed up to that high shoulder, right? This shoulder versus that shoulder. And the reason you do that is it ultimately cuts off the angle, so that way this guy can't beat you over top, man. You have to give a ton of ground, man, and it puts you in a way better position. It's a very similar concept to outside linebackers when they are rushing the passer and that quarterback is getting ready to roll out in terms of play action pass or trying to scramble. You want to always get to that upfield shoulder, and that's going to ultimately cut them off, stuff like that, man. It's just a little dual teaching right there. But as you see him climb to that upfield shoulder, now keeping that base, right? And then just finishing. Like I said, I just like how he finishes. It's the reason why he's lasted in this league for this long, man. This is a guy that plays with a lot of effort, man, a lot of attention to detail. But more importantly, man, you could just see he takes pride in his work. If you're asking him to block, he is going to make sure that his guy is not getting to that ball carrier, man. Doing all the little things, man. Doing all the little things. I like it. Definitely like it, man. All right, so far we've seen MyCole Pruitt exclusively in those blocking scenarios, man. But you kind of get a chance, you kind of get a feel for his mindset, the intensity that he plays with, and ultimately, like we said, man, that pride that he has in his work whenever he is asked to block. But we also know that he does do a little bit more than just that, man. Like I said, just this past season, man, he did have some catches, man, some impressive plays through the air. And I think that, like I said, it's just something that he'll definitely be able to add to us, to our offense, man, or more importantly, push guys like Darnell Washington and Connor Hayward, man. So either way, I'm definitely liking that. But like I said, man, since this is the midway point, don't forget to hit that like button if you have not done so just yet. And if you haven't subscribed and you're new to this channel, man, you see we drop content constantly, man, whether it's the podcast, film sessions, anything in between, man. So don't miss out. Hit that subscribe button, all right? But now let's check MyCole out in terms of his receiving ability, all right? So here we go. All right, so here we got a chance to see MyCole Pruitt, like I said, in the receiving game. This was earlier in the season for him, but he got a chance to touch paint. So you know, whenever we're talking about somebody and they touch paint, we got to throw that tape on it, man. So here we go, here we go. I see the big man getting in. I see you, baby. I see you. Let's get it. Let's get it, man. So obviously from a route standpoint, you saw it, man. He's running just a vertical route, but the person that he is ultimately having to beat is the cover 3 safety, or in this case, the box safety, man. That's the guy circled right there, because anytime you are playing cover 3 and you are the weak hook defender, in this case, versus 4 verts or versus the vertical, you do have the carry, all right? If not, 4 verticals will kill you. Ask all the Madden players out there, okay? So, initially, like I said, man, you get a lot of these pre-snap shifts and motions. Shout out to Atlanta for that. But right now, he knows I got to get vertical. Middle field safety, yes, got to worry about that to an extent. Cut Sauce is playing it pressed up, not as prevalent, but right here is his guy. He's like, man, I want to release outside of him, but then after that, you got to make sure you climb on top, right? To get on top of his coverage, so then that way you can get, chance to get this ball thrown to you. Shout out to Desmond Ridder, though, taking a chance on it. I don't know why 3 is, chilling with his eyes in the backfield like this, as if he's about to throw it to him. Yeah, but here we go. So for MyCole, you see the separation at the end of it. And this is the part that I thought was really impressive, man. We see big guys run, but that's a beautiful hands catch. I think that he is a very natural catcher of the football. And I think he does do a really good job of displaying consistently strong hands in terms of him catching the football. So here you go right here. 1 foot, don't be lazy with me. 2 feet on the dive. Maintains possession all the way through. Hits the security. Love to see it. Love to see it. I mean, but this is an impressive play. When you talk MyCole Pruitt, it's 20 yards out, man. You say you typically don't associate MyCole Pruitt with being a receiving threat, but this is what he is capable of doing. High red zone, you could take a shot to him, man. And like I said, this is a DB he's running by. That's a safety right there, man. I'm playing it in real speed so that way you can really appreciate how he moves. He's a fluid runner, okay? But excellent job, man, getting those feet in to ultimately get that touchdown right there, man. All right, so now we're going to get a chance to see MyCole once again, man, taking a play down the grass. This time he has a 7 route, which is ultimately a corner route, but starts a little bit behind. So let me go ahead and circle him up so that way y'all can see him. And then let's play it a little bit. Here we go. Gets a little late getting aligned, but now you have him right here. in terms of the, inline tight end position, man, to the strong side. And, yeah, let's play it in full speed real quick. So let's talk about it. A little late off the ball. Come on, Mike. Come on. But I like it, though. I like it. All right, so like I said, man, on this play, tempo. How do we know that they are going hurry up? Because you see these referees right here. They're still backing out of the screen. That lets you know that they went right to the line of scrimmage. That guy just set the ball, but they are ready to snap this thing, man. MyCole, obviously, I don't know if he was late getting lined or if this is just part of the shift, because they do a lot of the pre-snap shifts in motion. So that was kind of why he's a little funky in terms of getting set up. And then he's a little bit late off the ball as well, man. He was struggling at the beginning of this thing, man. Everybody else is moving. He's still set up, man. But either way, it's okay. Because for the Bears, man, they're playing their cover 3. So, all right, deep third. These are all just underneath hook defenders, right? That's the setup. But for MyCole, he's got that nice 7 route. Let me clean that up for you a little bit. Nice 7 cut, okay? So with that, he knows wherever that deep safety is or that deep cover 3 defender, he wants to be shallow of him, but you want to be deeper than the curl flat defender, okay? Which would be this guy. Now, the play action pass does a good job of ultimately eating up the underneath linebackers. And that's how you can see him getting up out of there, clearing it. And this is the underneath defender we're talking about right here, the curl flat guy, okay? So you see you got your hook guy right here, okay? Hook, and then this is your curl flat. So that's why, and this is your deep third guy that we're talking about, right? So for MyCole, he understands those 3 things. I'm running away from this guy. I need to be deeper than this guy, but I want to be shallower than that guy. So from there, him understanding that, starts to bend it a little bit flatter at the end. But once again, smooth catcher of the football. 2 feet in bounds. Explosive pickup right there, man. But those are the little things, though, that I like that continue to show up when you see MyCole in terms of his receiving ability, man, especially versus zone. Any of this zone stuff, man, when he's able to free release, he typically looks really good in terms of just finding open spots, catching the football. And if Yak is available, he will give you some of that, man. And I play it one final time in full speed, man, just so we can get another appreciation of his running ability. Because like I said, he's a fluid runner, man. That's why I say he's kind of a mix of Connor Hayward in terms of his running ability, but he has the physicality that you kind of associate with the Darnell Washington, right? So kind of in that in between, man. But let's check out this final play real quick. All right, so this final play just shows MyCole catching it in the flat and then showing off that Yak ability, because we want to see, can you run with the football? If we get you the football early, can you make something shake? So let's see what he got. Let's see what you have, MyCole. Let's see. All right, little cut. Okay, nice little catch. Can we get active? Ooh, okay, one time. Yeah, ooh, okay. Go for a ride then one time. I like it. I could cook with that. That could work. All right. So in terms of MyCole, man, we know he's in line. And to start it off, just try to influence 55, man. If you could chop him, man. But don't allow him to just free run to this quarterback, all right? That's kind of the thought process. Then after that, give me that little waggle route to the flat, baby. Nothing crazy. Protect first. Get to the flat second, man. All right. Shout out to the shifts and motions always. But like I said, man, right there, good job, man. You get the influence. You ultimately widen 55 by, once again, going inside leg to out, right? And what I mean is, just in terms of his target point, shooting at that inner thigh, right? Cross the thigh pad, stuff like that, but not leaving his feet where he's going to be completely on the ground or 5-5 is going to fall on him, all right? But good job in terms of influencing 55 right here. Now, let me turn around and get in the game. Be an athlete, baby. Boom. Smooth catch. Now watch the turn up. This is what I like right here. Okay. So it's third down. Obviously he's picking up the first down here, but you have a defender right here within 2 to 3 yards. This play should be dead at the 20. Let's be real about it. You got another defender around here at the 10. Worst case, that ball should be dead at the 15. Okay. Just in the sense of our mindset as defenders. I'm telling myself, even for this guy, yes, you have this defender here or this blocker here, but if you go meet this force with force, man, I believe in the cavalry is going to make it. The cavalry is going to have an impact. But this first guy, oh man, this is a tackle you got to make right here. I got to have this. Come on. All right. So with that being the mindset from a defensive standpoint, let's watch what he does. The subtle hesitation ultimately makes 5 miss it. Okay, 5's a good player too. Now he's working up the sideline. He could have ran out, but he's not. Contact right here at the 10. Worst case scenario, he should be forcing this guy out at the 10-yard line, right? But no. Instead, he's able to what? Tiptoe around that sideline while still dragging this defender. And then you still get a little bit of, think about that. He went low and he caught the bad end of it. That ball down to the 5-yard line, man. Started at the what? 27, 28-yard line? Come on, baby. And this is a catch he caught. I mean, he caught this pass at what, the 25? Like I said, he's not what we consider this, super receiving threat. But in the sense of what he can bring from a production standpoint, these are the things that he does. Make a guy miss. Stay in bounds. Show your athleticism. Big boy. Yeah. I like that, man. I like it. Play one last time in full speed, man, just so we can continue to, like I said, get familiar with young MyCole Pruitt. We're here go one final time, man. One final time. All right, got the cut block. Boop. Nice catch. We get him out of there. We getting up out of there. We getting up out of there. Let's get it. Let's get it. So, as you can see, man, MyCole Pruitt brings a good amount of skills and production and experience to this Pittsburgh Steelers offense, man, and specifically that tight end room. As you can see, man, he's not a world beater in terms of being a receiver, but he is able to take advantage of zone concepts. He is a guy that if you allow him to catch the ball in the flat and get north and south, he can make you miss and he can ultimately make you pay at the same time. I do think he consistently catches the football really well. And when we look at, him blocking, we saw a lot of the production there as well, man, in terms of the mindset, big body defenders, little body defenders, in space, off ball. He brings a lot in terms of that tight end 2 position. And I think that is something that I'm going to be interested to see in terms of how Darnell Washington and Connor Hayward respond, because you tell me what you see on tape, but to me, he looks like a blend of both of those guys, man. And I think that could be intriguing in terms of roster spots and potential playing time roles as well, man. But you guys let me know your thoughts on MyCole Pruitt and what you saw on tape, man, and what you expect to see from him this season. But either way, I appreciate you for tuning in. And until next time, baby, peace.